Tim Murtagh, not to be. It was a thrilling finale to the championship from a neutral perspective. I don't know whether there's time for you to soak that up yet, or it feels like a defeat.
It is, well, it feels like a defeat because it is a defeat. But yeah, it was just, I think, a really good game of four-day cricket, a really good advertisement for championship cricket, sort of going into the fourth day. All results possible. Really proud of the boys today. You know, it was right at the back end of a long, hard season. You know, a lot of our guys have played a lot more cricket this year than they ever have done, and there's some pretty tired, weary bodies. So credit to the boys, they kept going all the way, even right at the end. They're picking up sort of wickets right at the death to give us, you know, a sniff, and you know, it could have gone either way at the end.
Did the pitch flatten out a little bit more than expected? It was an unpredictable one from the word go, wasn't it?
It did, to be honest. I thought it was going to go a lot more up and down. It was quite sort of plated when we looked at it on day one and quite dry, and I just thought as the game goes on, with some decent weather on it, it would sort of get a bit more cracked and go up and down, but I think it almost played at its best, especially yesterday afternoon when the ball went a bit soft. Credit, you know, to Robinson and Murtagh. They got stuck in and, you know, formed a really good partnership, and we found it really tough to break that.
I guess in a way that almost sums up the season a little bit, doesn't it? To go back to the first innings and that collapse, as a few times this year and in recent years for Middlesex since the title, that's what really has cost Middlesex in this game.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think sort of 370 to win in the last innings of the game, you're from a bowling point more than happy, and you know, to fight back as we did in the third innings with Mark Stoneman scoring, you know, a fabulous century, and all the boys chipping in is exactly what we wanted. That's, you know, one of the things that we've turned around from the start of the season. That third innings, we've, you know, taken it on a bit more and become more positive, and you know, really proud of the way that batting unit has sort of matured and learned from earlier in the season and taken that into, you know, the back half of the year.
And for yourself, you know, last time we spoke about it down at Brighton, Gus Fraser said there was a desire on his side. I assume the desire's on your side as well. That contract's not signed yet, but hopefully, I'm assuming from your perspective, because that's what Middlesex is saying from theirs, hopefully that will be wrapped up sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I've had initial conversations, and you know, now the season's over, we'll talk again. That's sort of not in front of my mind at the moment. It's you know, time to get the feet up and rest the body and sort of reflect on what could have been this year.
You nearly had Darren Stevens today. That would have been your 900th. 45 years of age. The talk of him going on to 50. How long can you go on? Did you know actually it's 10 years since you last faced each other in the championship? You picked him up at Lord's, LBW, I think, at Lord's 10 years ago.
No, I didn't know that. As I said before, credit to him. He's kept himself fit and playing that long. Not sure I can do the same, but we'll see. We just sort of take it year by year, as I've said to you boringly many times, and you know, I'm still loving the game. Captaincy part has been really good. The last 4 games I've really enjoyed that part, but yeah, that desire to keep playing is still as strong as ever for me.
Feeling the way that you feel at the moment, is that 1,000 something that you think, actually, do you know what, it would be nice if the body remains and the mind remains as it is at the moment, it would be nice to hit that mark in a couple of years?
The back end of September, it's probably looking a bit far away in my own mind, but we'll refresh. We'll have, you know, some time off and then start training again for next year. And as I said, that desire that is there to still keep going. Personal milestones aren't really in the back of my mind. You know, it was great to see Ethan go past 1,000 this game. Mark Stoneman went past 12,000 runs. Sam Robson 11,000. The number of hundreds and fifers in this last month has gone through the roof, and that's what we've asked for, and couldn't be prouder of those efforts.
Thanks for your time. Winter well.
Cheers.